Okay, cool. Yeah, that's me. I'm Nick Doran. I teach maths at QMC Sixth Form College in Basingstoke. And today I'm going to talk about two things. I was going to talk about the interactive notebooks that I started doing at the start of this half term, which I talked about at the Portsmouth Teachmeet. And I'm going to talk about some global collaboration projects that I've been doing. And I learned from when I was at Pompey that 15 seconds for a slide is a really short space of time, so I left myself a little bit of leeway at the beginning with this slide, and then we're going to start going and see if we can get two presentations in 5 minutes without falling over. Good, hit go. Okay, so interactive notebooks. For those people that don't know, this is a notebook. Students do their work, or do everything that comes from you on one side, and produce something else from that on the left-hand side. Okay, it's a way for them to organise, a way for them to reflect, and generally to structure their learning. Okay, and where I left off was I had just started, I was looking to see if anyone else wanted to get involved, and things were kind of going along all right. And so I'm going to share where I got up to, having finished doing this across one of our modules. Okay, this was just some pictures from the last time. Okay, so the things that went well, okay, organisation. The kids have got great organisation with their work now. Okay, the stuff isn't everywhere. We kept the pace going because it was 1 page per lesson, bang, 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 and the kids could really see how much stuff they were doing. Unfortunately, some stuff didn't go quite so well. Some kids were really resistant to using colour, which is really important for the brain and organisation in the notebooks, and I tried to maintain notebook at the same time, and you can see with these blank pages that maybe that didn't go so well. Yeah, and then the ugly thing was the left-hand pages, because basically I ended up doing lots of exam questions there, which at sixth form we have a lot of exams for them. That's kind of what the students were looking for, but I would really like to do something more creative and reflective for them. Okay, so I wasn't all that happy with that. So going forward next year, I want to be better. I'm definitely going to use them again for the modules that I'm going to teach with at least 2 of my classes. Okay, I just need to plan what I'm going to do on those left-hand pages a little bit better. And if anyone has any creative ideas to reflect on maths, please let me know, because I suck at creativity. Okay, so global collaboration. This is about a load of projects that I've been working on, that I've taken, that I've used in my classroom, or that just helped me develop as a teacher. Sorry about the stock image, I couldn't really think of anything to put on this slide. The head! Okay, great. Visual patterns. So this is Fawn Wynn. She works in California, and it's a website of user-submitted patterns, picture form, pictures of real things, that sort of thing. You can get the solutions to what the patterns mean from her. The kids can go on there, they can download their own handout, fill it in, and get help on their answers. Okay, great. Pretty much a ready-made lesson. Estimation 180. It's about building number sense, 1 day at a time. Okay, so far we've got up to about 140 days, or Andrew has got up to about 140 days. There are pictures, there are videos, and there's answers for all of them on there. It builds your students' number sense. Okay, math mistakes is something for teachers, not for the classroom. You can go on there, you can upload images of the mistakes your students have made in class and get feedback on what you should write on their work. Okay, help understanding what they've done wrong. Okay, daily decimals is something for the sixth form crowd, which there's no one here, but people submit daily graphs for students to work on to develop their creativity in using graphing packages, okay, which produces some really interesting patterns and shapes that are really tough, okay, in 2 levels every day. Graphing Stories is a guy called Dan Meyer, maybe you've heard of him, okay, he collected together a load of 15-second films of something that you could draw a graph for to get the idea of real-life graphs going in your classroom. So you watch the video, the students draw the graph, and then it plays the answer. Okay, better assessments is something that's just started. Maths assessments are huge. Assessing mathematics is really, really difficult. Okay, and this guy is setting up a place for us to submit our best assessment questions and what they assess, and to work on feedback from them. Okay, productive struggle is something that I've been submitting to recently. You post about something that didn't go very well, and people give you feedback on how to do it better. Okay, we tell students that they need to fail to learn, and we should do it as teachers as well. When something doesn't go right, share it and get help. Don't just sit on it. Okay, 101 Cues is this guy Dan Meyer again. He posts up pictures, or other people submit pictures that people can ask questions about, and he recently added a lesson builder so you can build an entire lesson plan using stuff you've uploaded. Okay, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 if you know about the 3-act math stuff. Okay, global math is one of my favourite things. This is kind of our tagline, the best professional development you can have in your pyjamas. You log on to an online conference section. Unfortunately, it happens at 9 PM EST, which is about 2 AM our time, but during half term, it's great, or everything is recorded. So you can go onto the big marker site and do it. The last thing is MTC Monthly. This is a journal that we are putting together that's about showing off the best stuff that's going on in mathematics teaching online. We want to collect people who are writing about maths and share it for free. Okay, and this is something that I'm leading on it. So if you teach maths, and you're primary teachers, you all do, and you have a cool lesson that you've done, particularly if it's about functions at the moment, okay, function machines, how stuff changes as you do rules to it, that sort of thing, write it up, let me know, we'll chuck it in there. Contact me on Twitter at nickdmaths and my email address, and please help us in that. So that's notebooks and community projects.